welcome back. I'm Kim Bailey. She's Fulyana Osborne, and this is Inside Exec. And we thought on the occasion of our 300th episode that we would talk to you directly rather than you just listen to our voices. So it is 300 episodes. Today is our 300th episode. We're in Sydney in the State Library in Macquarie Street in one of the reading rooms doing our recordings, and we thought we'd take this opportunity of good lighting and good background to have a chat with you about our feelings about the last 300 episodes. And as I keep looking down, it's because I've got notes down here of what I want to say. She, of course, is just going to talk, although she was very concerned before we started about what was she going to say, and I didn't really think that's ever been a problem.
It's a problem. No.
No. So 300 episodes, 35 guests from around the world, and some of those we've talked to more than once. Many hours of recorded information. Now, the most popular podcasts in terms of those listening through iTunes or Stitcher or Amazon has been anything to do with core values. We've had a number of guests, as well as we have talked individually about core values in organisations, determining them, communicating them, all those sorts of things. They are still the most popular episodes for people to listen to. Conversely, those who listen via YouTube are most interested in anything to do with mental health and mental well-being, particularly in the executive ranks. So not surprising in that sense, but interesting that they're very different demographics. And I guess for your organisations, that's something you should be looking at as well, is that horses for courses, people will look for information on different platforms, and you need to have it across the board so that they can access it wherever they are looking. You can speak. You can speak to me, don't look at the camera.
No, I'm okay. I still can't get over the fact that it's 300. It's been like, I know when we first started, and I know it's your idea, and then you said podcast, and I said, what's podcast? And look how far we come. I'm excited by the fact that people are interested, not because they're interested in what we're doing, they're interested in their topics. They love to know where you're eating next. They're very interested in their topics, and we're continuously learning through our listeners, through our guests, but they're also learning from each other. And I think this is the whole idea of it. And they're listening to it in their own way, at their own time, and that continue to generate interest. I get excited when they ring up and give feedback and ask questions. Some of them don't want it public. Others say, oh, can you use it as a case study? And I think those case studies are very, very welcome, because it's real to people, and we're learning about it. I think the other thing is I didn't think I would last this long with this big boss here, and she sort of keeps me on my toes, which is really, really good. I'm enjoying it, and I'm also looking forward to continuing with that. I would like to thank all our guests. I would like to thank all our listeners and people who participated by just listening or by giving feedback. The other thing is we're both excited about is that we're also partnering with another group for another segment, something slightly different to this but complementary, and that's Financial Training Australia. I wouldn't cover any more on that, just to show you that's a new addition in the new year.
Yes, so for my part, I'm always surprised when I get feedback about a particular episode from someone that I wouldn't expect to be interested in that topic. So it might be about core values, perhaps, and I'll get a call or I'll get some email from someone who said, well, I've just listened to that episode and it really helped me. I was really interested in it, and my reaction is, why? I didn't think that would be anything that you'd be the least bit interested in. So that surprises me. I'm often surprised at how long we can talk about a topic that doesn't seem to have much juice in it. So before we start recording, we'll go through a list of topics that we've both thought about, and we'll say, well, this is what I was thinking, this for this. And so one of us will have some, particularly with the case studies, some interest, some background to the story, and so we'll feel like we can talk about it. And generally it's the other person that does all of the talking about that particular topic. Yes. So that surprises me. What I'm grateful for is that this gives me the opportunity to remind myself just how much I've learned over the years and how much more I still have to learn in terms of the guests that come in terms of what is revealed when we do a bit of research about the topics we're going to talk about. But I guess that being able to look back does remind me about how much I've done, how much I've learned, and I would encourage you to do that as well. The podcast that we do came out of an idea that we wanted to share the information and the experiences that we've had. We've found that since 2015 we've got a lot to talk about, and we can continue to talk about it, and that people are finding it useful and interesting. And so this is a way for us to share with you what we've learned, not as the definitive answers, but certainly the pitfalls and the problems that we see. We have the benefit of hindsight. We have the benefit of not being involved in your businesses or your decisions, and so we can give you impartial information and opinions that you can use to help you make your decisions. But we always welcome your input. We always hope that you will find something that triggers the answer for you, and that you'll share that with us so that we can in turn share it with other listeners so that they can see that their thought processes are working as well as ours do, even if in our dotage.
Yes.
So with that, we both thank you for your perseverance with us, and we invite you to continue the journey with us. But for now, she's Fulyana Osborne.
Yay.
I'm Kim Bailey, and this is Inside Exec.